seems to be really pointed and politically
What do you mean a mistake? That's part of it, you know.
You wrote Fallen on Hard Times is one of the ones that seems to be really pointed and politically oriented.
Yes, but I mean it's not a... Yes, it's talking about inflation and, you know, the fact that... not the fact, but the impression I get that the politicians never dare give it to us straight. You know, they've got to disguise things. I mean, the one thing we're not allowed to know is the real truth, the way they really feel about things. So it's always a rather diluted message when you've got to win another election in a couple of years or something. You know, the last thing you can afford to tell the people is really how it stands. So I'm just sort of lamenting the fact that, you know, it appears sometimes as if it's almost the politicians who give us a hard time, and you know, we would find it easier to take if we were being told straight.
Straight truth.
But it's not a particularly vindictive or nasty song. I mean, it's a bit tongue-in-cheek, in fact, and it's lyrically perhaps overly simplistic. I don't know.
I get the feeling that you, well, I think that you inspire the audience to do things that other bands, especially bands that are coming out today, don't. What things might you inspire the audience to do? Read, I think, to become aware of political situations. I don't think that the kids who are into rock and roll today and buying the top 5 records on the charts really give much of a damn about what the Prime Minister or the President has to say. I get it.
Well, I think they do give a damn, but it's not so easy to articulate it sometimes, and maybe if someone just puts a few words to you, you know, they say, well, that's what I mean, that's what I would say if I, you know, could put all the feelings and words together to get it out. I don't think that they don't care or they don't think about it. I think people are very much aware, but they sometimes need someone to put it into a cogent form so that they can express the way they feel. You know, I mean, few of us are possessed of really original ideas or original statements. We all rely on somebody else to come out with the really good one-liners, you know. And but then we can happily run around the nearest bar and sort of crack all these one-liners or clever things to say, you know, and they really strike home. But few of us really have original thoughts, me included. I mean, most of my lyrics will be derived from something else. I was just going to
say, you're the one that we're going to look to come up with those lines.
Yeah, but I mean, somewhere along the line, you know, probably everything I've written I've heard somewhere else before. You know, it's just putting it together in a new way that gives it, crystallizes it for me, and feel positive about it. Then as an entity, then you hopefully pass that on to the public, and that gives it a, you know, some degree of honesty and whatever else.
I don't want to sidetrack, because I do want to talk about who is on...
I want to sidetrack. Oh, I am doing. No, carry on.
I do want to talk about who is on the new record, but you touched on something here regarding material and how you write.